Hey guys, I hope all is well. How you doing this afternoon? Well, it's afternoon for me. I don't know about you guys, but I am alive and well, and I'm enjoying my day so far. Uh, yeah, what we're gonna be doing today, talking about NXT. NXT was so great. Oh my God, when NXT is good, it's like the best show of the goddamn week. Clearly, better than Raw for sure. So many people coming in and out. You got your TNA talent, you got your NXT folk, you got this buzz of newness and freshness, and it's snappy, it's quick. NXT is, when it's good, is the best wrestling show of the week by far. By far. And I enjoyed every second of it. I really did. NXT was awesome. We had the debut of Giulia, which will be a big talking point in this stream. I'll be talking about Giulia and her booking going forward and why I think it may be best that she loses at the CW show. I'll tell you why. Before we dive into that topic, before we dive into the show in general, what I need you to do is put your personal fandom aside, okay? We're all fans online. We all have our own faves, right? I'm a Bianca lover. I love other talent. And sometimes you tend to like lean towards wanting them to get the quick push or the quick win or just get, I want them to win the title, right? You want Giulia to win the title. I do too. She's great. Give her the title. She got to win it. She has to win it now. She has to win it now. Put your personal fandom aside and let's talk storytelling, okay? We're going to talk storytelling because professional wrestling at its core is a storytelling medium, okay? It's storytelling, 90% storytelling. I agree with Becky, right? 90% storytelling. Put your personal fandom and love aside. This is talk story, okay? Before we dive into that, do me a favor. If you're watching this on replay, like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. We will be doing the tier rankings for the talent on this show. So if the talent was a star of the show, we go up here, good, fine, bad on the show, or in catering, this is how we're going to rank it, okay? I don't know. I have freaking Regal on here. I'm just going ahead and put him in catering because he was not on the show. I don't know why he's on here. But that's what we're doing. We're ranking the talent and how well they performed on the show. But before that, let's just go ahead and jump into Giulia. Let's start with her, okay? So Giulia came walking down to the ring, right? Not to the ring. She came walking out of the car in the parking lot to the show. Looked like $1 million. Big show for Giulia, right? Came down, starting her stuff. Looks like $1 million. Looked like a star. Awesome for Giulia, right? Then we got the setup for the match. She goes down to the match. I think was her entrance first or Chelsea Green's? I don't remember who came out first, but regardless, a lot of folks were expecting a squash, but it was not a squash. And before that, so here's Giulia real quick. I won't play it because we'll get copyrighted, which look great. Coming down to the ring. Good for Giulia looking. I had Jada Parker with the damn bat. I don't know what she was doing because Fatal Influence were in the arena. They were there. She must have missed them with a bat. That's who she's looking for, but she never ran into him for whatever reason. That didn't happen. But yeah, she looked great. Looked amazing. Good for her, right? Looked great. And then we had a setup of the match. Now they gave her a vignette, okay? A very nice vignette with Mari Gold footage. Now, some people said that, people like Thunder Rosa said they messed, the WWE dropped the ball with no vignettes or no story, whatever. Well, she got a freaking video package here. Well done. They must have called up Wrestle Universe or Margo, whatever, because it said courtesy of Wrestle Universe. That's where you can find the Margo stuff. That's where it's streaming. So they contacted Margo, got the go ahead from Wrestle Universe, and they had a nice little video package for Giulia. She talked to this Japanese about how excited she was. Showed flashes of, we saw Sari in there. We saw Mai Sakurai in there. We saw, who else was on there? I think we may have saw Tommy. I'm not sure. I know we saw Mai Sakurai. I know we saw Sari. So Sari, aka Sarai, is back on WWE television by way of the vignette. That was nice to see. Here is her drop kicking Sari. So see Wrestle Universe, okay? It's only a matter of time, folks. It's only a matter of time before she is back. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me show this. Yeah. Boom. Only matter of time before Sarie's back on television, on WWE television. You heard it here first. I tweeted that out. She liked the tweet, so she agrees she'll be back. All right. So that was all great. Great video package. It was good, right? She comes down there to the ring with Chelsea Green, and they have a very good match. Now, some people thought it was going to be a squash, right? I believe that they went the right direction with this. I like that they gave her an actual match because she got to sell. She got to show her personality. Giulia, what makes her great in my eyes is not her in-ring aficionado, right? She's not a brilliant in-ring wrestler like a EO or even an Asuka in her prime, right? That's not what we're talking about here. What she is, she hits all her moves, she hits all the spots, but she understands pro wrestling, the storytelling aspect, her character, motion on her face, her selling. She's a ring general who understands how to get the crowd involved, how to interact with the story within the match. She is just a entertainer, a performer, a showwoman. She just understands how to perform and how to emote, facial expressions, her aura, her personality, her demeanor, everything about her in the ring. I love it from a storytelling perspective, from a character work perspective. That's why I like Giulia. And she's great heel or babyface, right? And she put on a show with Chelsea Green. They both sold their asses off. They both told the story in the ring. She went over the table a couple times, Chelsea Green's face, and Chelsea Green liked my tweet, laughing at her face when she threw Giulia over the table. That was freaking hilarious. Her face was freaking hilarious. Where is that? Here it is. So this is her face when she tossed freaking Giulia. I was dying laughing. She liked my tweet. Good on you, Chelsea. Searching your name, that's cool. I'm fine with that. As long as you don't block me like Adam Pearce does. So she's great. Chelsea Green's awesome. Perfect opponent for Giulia. Good match. Giulia hits her G trigger, that knee. No complaining about the knee this time. They like the knee this time, folks. Is that what they're saying? Is the IWC okay with the knee? Okay, good. Hit the G trigger and hit her with her Northern Lights bomb. 1, 2, 3 is our wrap, okay? Now, I was wondering if her finisher was going to be that, and it turns out it was, and I'm fine with that. Some folks are saying her finisher doesn't look that impressive, but it's fine, okay? It's either going to be the Northern Lights bomb or some version of Glorious Driver. I would have went with the Glorious Driver myself, some version of that, but Northern Lights bomb is fine, whatever. That's what they're going with. That's her ultimate finisher she had in Japan for a while. She's using that. Cool. I'm good with that. Good match. Good performance. Crowd enjoyed it. She hit all her spots. Didn't put a foot wrong. A ring general did what she needed to do. I'm going to go ahead and put her for that performance. I think her first performance on the show, I got no complaints. I'm going to go ahead and put Giulia. So I had to put my own freaking image in here because I don't have a damn transparent render yet. I'm going to put Giulia as a star. Step into NXT, looked amazing, looked like $1 million with her Mario Gold gear that she wore last time. No braids, that's fine. She's not in Japan. She can't fly out her braid girl over here, okay? Looked great, had a good match, sold, told the story, hit all our spots, looked like a damn star. I can't give her anything lower than a star. Awesome job for Giulia, I thought. Awesome. And Chelsea Green, I'm gonna go ahead and rank her as well. She's probably not even in here. Nope, she's not. If she was, I'm gonna pair her with Giulia. She got a star rating as well. I keep forgetting that sometimes when I do this thing, I have to remember to put the main roster folks in here. Wait a minute, it won't take me that long. Give me a second. Choose. I should have it here. Let's see. Didn't take that long. Let's see. Where is Chelsea Green? I already have the image downloaded, so it shouldn't take that long. I have to find it now. I don't see it. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna pair her with Giulia. So Chelsea Green, you get a star rating, a star ranking as well. Great job. No complaints. And yeah. Good job. I'm gonna put you back up. So yeah. Then we had a promo section for Giulia later on. Let me see if I can find that here somewhere, and I'll play it if I can find it. So basically, the promo section, Giulia's talking with Ava, and she has a translator there, no friend that we know very well, and then Roxanne Perez comes up and starts talking crap. Like, hey, I forgot what she says, like verbatim. I want to find it. Was that later on in the show or earlier on in the show? I don't remember. Was that the back half or the first half of the show? Here it is. Found it. Okay, we're gonna play that section in the hope that the audio can get through without any problems. Okay, here we go. Here it is. All right, here we go. About that volume play. Here we go.
Oh, and evolve the women's division. I mean, experience.
Oh, I'm surprised there's no red carpet for our new superstar since you've been giving her everything that she wants. Straight to a women's title match on the CW launch show.
Look, Giulia, I don't care what you did in Japan. I don't care what you want, what Ava wants, or what Sean wants for that matter. You're not gonna come in here and take over my division.
っていうか彼女が言うには
大丈夫 I got it. I understand, Roxanne. You're scared. And you should be.
I'm not scared of you.
Okay, we're not gonna do this here. We're gonna save it for Chicago.
Okay, first of all, I love that Giulia stepped up. Great moment for her. Stepped up, did the promo. Sounded great. Sounded fine, right? She said, "No, I got this. I can understand her. Let me address this woman." Very well done. And she says that Roxanne is scared, and she should be. Now, here's the thing. She's right. Roxanne is scared, but Roxanne has always been scared. Okay, that's her problem. That's the character. Roxanne Perez is scared. She's insecure, and she's not confident. It's all a front, and it all stems from what happened as a babyface. She brought it up in one of her first heel promos. She was a babyface, walked down to the ring to talk to Becky, and the crowd booed her, and it bothered her. Like real life, it bothered her. She went home, she cried about it, talked to Becky. Becky reassured her, and she was not confident. Kind of shook her confidence a little bit. That's a real thing. That's not character. That's a real thing. Like it upset her what happened when I remember that day. Becky was there. She went down to talk to Becky in the ring, and the crowd booed her for whatever reason. It was random. They booed her. And she was a face. She took that moment, a part of her heel run, and brought it up one of her first heel promos and said, "Hey, remember what you guys did to me? You guys booed me for no reason, yada yada. Now I realize I don't need you guys, right?" So that was part of her heel run. That story. She spun it to help her with the heel stuff. And ever since then, for that character, now we're talking character now, the character is dealing with imposter syndrome. She's scared. She's insecure. She feels like people don't believe in her. So she overcompensates. She lashes out. She thinks Ava's against her. She thinks Shawn Michaels is against her. She's paranoid. She thinks everybody is against her and doesn't believe in her and doesn't respect her. And she's insecure. That's a character, Roxanne Perez character. And Giulia called it out, right? And Roxanne reacted in a way that showed that she's right. I'm not scared of you. Like a little girl thing. Like that's what she's acting like. So that's the character. And it makes sense for the segment, right? They put Giulia in a dominant position in that segment, like very dominant, which makes sense. But for the first time, when that segment played, the segment I just played, when the audio played, I thought to myself, Giulia might lose. And then once I thought that, my mind kept going. Like, okay, so why would she lose? Why wouldn't she lose? And where are they going with this? Now, here's the thing. Again, okay? Put your fandom aside, okay? We are in the storytelling business. It's not about your fave winning it now. It's about telling a story. Roxanne Perez is going to lose to Giulia. Giulia will be champion at some point. It's not about if, it's about when. Not a question of if, it's a question of when. That's going to happen. You'll be champion. The question is, what is the best story way to go about it. Okay, so just put your storytelling caps on and forget about your fandom. Okay, this is how I think most folks think is going to work. I think they think Roxanne and her will have a few more segments here and there. She'll go to CW show. It won't open the show. Won't be the main event. Spoiler alert. Trick Williams against Ethan Page will be the main event, right? It won't main event. And what will happen will be she'll start the match, right? Cut to a commercial break, come back, maybe go to another commercial break, may have the picture-in-picture thing with the commercials, whatever. And then she beats Roxanne Perez, holds up the title, new champion. Then we cut to the Trick Williams match. Trick Williams beat Ethan Page, and then Trick Williams had to whip that trick chant to end the show. That's how most folks think it's going to go, right? That's fine. Fine story. Comes in from Japan. She beats Chelsea Green. Then she beats Roxanne right out the gate. Roxanne, in her insecure self, moves on to whatever, and she's the champion. And then we get like, maybe every month a new challenger comes up. She's not losing. Spoiler alert. The second she wins that damn belt, she ain't losing. She ain't losing it. So you have challenger here. Maybe you get a JC Jane. You get a Fallon Henley. You get maybe a babyface here and there. Maybe you get a Sol Ruka, whatever. And then you do get to stand and deliver and something happens, right? But mostly she defends it, and wins. And that's pretty much it. That's possible, and that will work fine. Or you do something different. When I say CM Punk, NXT Women's Division, Chicago, what comes to mind? CM Punk, NXT, Chicago, what comes to mind? I'll give you hints. And it starts with, it rhymes with Fora Fade. Cora Jade. From Chicago, CM Punk connection, NXT, right? She will be there. Whether she showed up or not, she'll be there, right? She'll be there, backstage, whatever. Whether she showed up on screen or not, Cora will be there, right? Cora tweeted out, when the Chicago was announced, he said, "Oh, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll show up," right? I think what they can do is give Giulia some adversity, a little bit of adversity. Instead of sweeping in from Japan, beating Chelsea Green, and beating your champion, and that'd be the end of it. I'm new champion. That was easy. I stepped in, called my shot, said, me, UCW. Got my CW match by beating Chelsea, beat Roxanne Perez, and that's it. What they can do is give the characters some actual adversity, okay? Make the fans roll with the character and get behind the character in a different way, okay? Right now, she's just Giulia, the badass from Japan, and that's fine. But we're talking storytelling, we're talking intrigue, we're talking character development and an actual story. What you can do is have her lose at the CW show. How? Well, they have a few feuds, they have some segments to get to the show. Again, there'll be commercial breaks, whatever. She pins Roxanne Perez. She gets a visual pin. There's a ref bump, whatever. Then Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez's friend, comes out there and screws her. Okay. Now you have the Roxanne Cora team up again. This time as heels. Different dynamic. Never seen it before. We've seen them together as faces, as a team, as a pairing. We've never seen the Cora Jade Roxanne heel thing. This could work with Roxanne Perez's insecurities. She called up Cora Jade to say, "Hey Cora, I'm not losing to her. No matter what, I'm not losing. So I'm gonna need your help because I'm nervous now. I'm especially nervous with this girl. Okay, because this girl from Japan, she's gonna do it. She's gonna take the belt from me. Everybody gonna know I'm a fraud. You're gonna think I'm a fraud. They're gonna forget about me. They're gonna toss me aside. I can't have that. So at CW show in Chicago, your hometown, show up, help me, and we'll be like, you're my friend. We're heels together. You know, that's not what she's saying to her, but I'm talking about from a construction standpoint. Both are heels. They're friends now together. Giulia gets screwed. Now the fans who don't know her beyond, she's from Japan and she's Giulia. Now to get behind Giulia and say, "Oh my God, we're going to support her. Let's go, Giulia. You can do it. You're going to come back Giulia calls out Roxanne, calls out Cora Jade. She builds up the storyline where she's chasing Roxanne, and then at Halloween Havoc, in the main event, no commercial breaks, no nothing, right? No distraction, nothing. She beats Roxanne in main event at Havoc. You can do that. In my opinion, that's a better story, better direction, and it's a bigger moment for Giulia because she actually has some adversity, and her character actually had to do some stuff beyond sweeping in and then beating Roxanne. Now you have an actual character direction, character moments, an actual storyline, and an actual conquering moment for her as a character in NXT. I think that works better. I'm just talking storytelling. Ultimately, she's gonna be champion. She's gonna be champion no matter what. She's gonna be champion at SCW or whatever, right? Either way, she's gonna be champion. The question is, how do you do it, and what's the better route from a storytelling perspective? I think from a storytelling perspective, having her have a little adversity, because again, once she wins the belt, she ain't losing. She's not losing ever, I don't think. So, remember what happened with Cody? Cody came up at WrestleMania. Everybody thought he was going to win it for sure. He beat everybody, was undefeated, beat Solo Sikoa. Oh, it's easy, it's a breeze. Got to the show and lost at 39. Now, it took him a year. I'm not talking about a year, I'm talking about a month. 1 month to Halloween Havoc. Just 1 month, not a year. And he got all the way back around to Mania and won it in a big way. Now he's over as hell, right? Over as he ever been. You can have a situation where Giulia becomes even more over because the crowd gets behind her now. Because remember, for most folk, well, we know Giulia. A lot of us know Giulia. We're online. We follow Marigo, whatever. We follow Japan, whatever. We know Giulia. But a lot of folks don't know her at all. Why not give her a story where the fans get behind her as the babyface, and then she beats Roxanne in the main event of a PLE with no commercial breaks. It's a full-on match. Because one thing to remember, WWE really like Roxanne Perez, and rightfully so. They love Roxanne Perez, Booker T, the Brass. They love Roxanne, everything she's done. Does her reign in on TV? Ethan Page, forgive me, Ethan Page, you just got there not too long ago. Who cares if you lose the belt on TV? That's Trick Williams' moment. Trick Williams, new champion, cool. But for Roxanne's reign, I could see them waiting a little longer, having Roxanne lose in a PLE main event to Giulia instead of the co-main event on TV with commercial breaks. If that makes sense, okay? Ethan Page, he can lose the belt at CW. Giulia, maybe they're thinking a bigger spot for Roxanne. I'm just saying. Does that make sense? It's 1 month. It's not like a year. It's a month. Folks, let me show you something real quick. Halloween Havoc. PLE. October 27th. Not October. Wait a minute. It's the same month. It's the same month. Not next month. Not next year. The same month of the year. The show is October 1st. It's October 27th. It's the same month. Okay? Now, again, she could win. She could win that CW show. That'll be it. But I think the better storyline. I'm seeing some of the people in the chat say, I just want to win a belt. She's going to win a belt anyway. In the same month. In the same month. Either October 1st or 27th. Or why not give her a better storyline than, hey, I'm Giulia. I'm from Japan. I beat you. It's over. Why not give her a storyline where, again, in Cora Jade's hometown, she gets screwed. Everybody says, oh my God, you screwed Giulia. She got done wrong. You know what got me back in wrestling? You know what got me back in wrestling? I told the story before. I was online, on TV, online, on the internet. I saw Bianca Belair's name was trending. I don't know why. I didn't even know who she was at the point. Like, who is Bianca Belair? What's happening? I stopped watching wrestling for a while. I stopped. I saw her name trending. Why is she trending? And what's going on here? Clicked on her name. Bianca, screwed. screwed over, did her dirty, ridiculous. I even saw racism. What is going on here? What's happening with Bianca? Follow her. I went to YouTube, Google search Bianca Blair. The rest is history. I found out she got screwed over. Like, oh, I messed up. Oh my God, whatever, whatever. You can get folks behind you in a good way if the story dictates it, and it can work out great. If she loses to Roxanne Perez, again, not clean. She got screwed. She pins Roxanne Perez clean. She pins her clean. Ref doesn't count it. Ref bump. Corey J does something, whatever. If you had the visual pin on Roxanne, 1, 2, 3, but no one's counting, then she protected. She won. She's got cheated. Then, if she loses that opportunity, come back around at Halloween Havoc main event in the actual PLE. That is a very good storyline for her. Because again, she's not going to lose when she wins it. It's going to be one-offs, basically, probably for every month. So why not give her something? I like the idea. What say you? That protects Roxanne, gives her a better outing, a better moment to lose. Because I love Roxanne down there. Loses in the PLE main event at the top match on the card. Why not? So I think, again, it's the same month. I'm not asking Giulia Stans to wait for 2 months. Oh my God, 2 months? That'd be a crime, right? I'm not asking for 2 months. It's the same damn month of the year, October. I think it works well. Much as I don't want her to lose, it makes sense. Most people don't know Giulia, yeah. Instead of having her sweep in and beat Roxanne, who people know, who you built up right away. Okay, she comes in from Japan. It's over. No adversity. No nothing. She beats Chelsea Green, beats Roxanne. No nothing. No struggle. No nothing. Just, okay, she's here and she's taking over. Or do you do something to get the crowd behind her by having Cora Jade, who's going to get booed? Cora's going to get booed. Tell me that pairing of Cora and Roxanne is going to get booed. You have that team up, screwing over Giulia, and ultimately at Halloween Havoc, Giulia gets the gets the advantage and gets the win. That'd be a great storyline for Giulia. What do you want for Giulia? What's best for her? Just to win it? Or win it with a good storyline? It'll fit the Halloween season. What we give her ranking for the show then, Kervin? You don't think she was a star yesterday? What we give her? A mid? Like what would you give her? I think for her first show, she did a hell of a job. Looked like a star, wrestled like one, got the crowd attention, did a good promo spot with Roxanne later on, spoke English. Star performance for last night. This is all about last night. What she did last night, I thought she did very, very well, and I can't give her anything lower than a star. But do you see what I'm saying now, folks? You see what I'm saying? It could work well for Giulia. It's already been 30 minutes? Jeez, I didn't know I talked that long. Damn, I thought it was only like 10 minutes. Dang. I think they're gonna want Giulia versus Asuka. Maybe. Giulia needs to win the title on CW. She didn't need to. She didn't need to win it in CW. There's no reason to. She's gonna be a face regardless. She's gonna win it regardless. It didn't have to happen at CW. You want it to happen in CW, but it doesn't have to. She can win it at Halloween Havoc in the main event without commercial breaks in the PLE. That can happen. She won't feud with Cora. She'll be feuding with Roxanne. Cora and Roxanne will be like this. It's a pairing. They're together. Her feud is still with Roxanne Perez. She just has to deal with Cora Jade element. You have to deal with Cora Jade, a part of that, but the feud is with Roxanne Perez. You'll be challenging Roxanne Perez at Halloween Havoc. You just have to figure out a way to deal with the Cora Jade problem. And you can get very creative with that. Very creative. Very creative. I won't fancy book what I would do, but if I had the pin, call up Sari. If I had to create a pin, Sari, can you come up here and help me deal with this? Can you imagine? Halloween Havoc, Roxanne facing Giulia. Cora Jade comes out to screw her again, and then Sari music hits. It's Sari taking out Cora Jade. Oh my God! Then she beats Roxanne Perez. You have Sari and Giulia in the ring together to end the show. Oh, cinema! That's not going to happen. But if I had the pin, I'll try to make it happen. If I were them, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. All right, so I either keep going or I'm not going to be able to finish this. Imagine Giulia and Stephanie Vaquer teaming up against Roxanne Corey. That work as well. Yes, I am imagining too much. Or Io or Kyrie help. Yeah, that'd be cool as well. But can you imagine Sari popping up? That'd be crazy. The Sun Goddess herself had returned herself. That'd be crazy. All right, so what else happened on NXT? Again, I thought Giulia did a great job. She handled herself well, looked like a star, fit in well. And yeah, no complaints. Think about NXT. Everything's so jam-packed. There's so much stuff to talk about. I mean, you had a good opening bout between Street Profits and Fraxium. Good match. All did well. And then you had the Bloodline come out there. So I guess in this case, they didn't want Street Profits to take a loss here. I get it. So instead of booking them to lose, they had Jacob come out there. And here's the thing. I've been saying this for weeks. Jacob Fatu is the leader of this damn group and will be the leader of this group. It's a completely different vibe when he's leading the group. Like the look of the group, the feel of the group, when he's the lead of it, it's completely different from when Solo doing it. I'm sorry, Solo, but it's not you. You're not the guy. It has to be Jacob. And I think the visual we got of Jacob Fatu leading those two, the Tonga brothers, shows what's going to happen. They're foreshadowing it, folks. They are foreshadowing it. I think that Solo is going to lose. Of course, you're going to lose, right? Duh. She's going to lose, right? And then you're going to get. Look at this.
Ah, who are you? Nobody. Because if you ain't the bloodline, you ain't anybody. My orders of the tribal chief.
It looked better without Solo. This is the look they need to have, right? So what's going to happen is that on Friday, when Solo loses in the cage match, he's going to come out there, say, Solo, I love you, Solo. Then what's the face going to come out? The taller guy, Hikulelu, how you would say his name? That's when he's going to come out there, and he's going to toe slam Solo Sikoa, and he's done. It's going to be these four against Solo, Jimmy J, and Roman. Okay? The original OG bloodline against the new bloodline, with Jacob leading. But anyway, I like that look for them. That was a good spot for them. So I'm going to give... Problem with NXT, there's so many people. I'm going to give... Where's Fraxium? I'm going to give Jacob... They were good. Jake was good. The Tonga brothers were good. Where's the other Tonga brother? Well, if I can't find him, that's all right. And I'm going to give Dawkins a good. I'm going to give him I thought he looked great. He did a great job. I'm going to give him a star for the show. Montez Ford, star. Nathan Frazier was awesome. So Nathan Frazier gets a star as well. Axiom I thought was fine. No, I'll put D'Angelo and Axiom. And, no, I think you think he does deserve a star. Where's Axiom? Here he is. Axiom I thought was good, fine. It's one of the two. It was a good match. I'll give him a star. Rodney's Fraxium. Yeah, I'm not complaining about anything they did last night. They did well. Good job. Good opening match. Fun stuff. No complaints. Then what happened next? Then the Tonga brothers came out there with Jacob and interfered in the match. Then we saw that cut scene of they showed the replay of Tony D talking to that mysterious figure who ended up being Hammerstone, which is crazy. Then you got that vignette. The Julian vignette was cool. Good match between Giulia and Chelsea Green. Or talk about that. You got a Trick Williams promo, which was this.
Butch, I respect your game. You break fingers. You're a bad man. You're one of the best opponents I've ever seen. But tonight, I will be the last man standing.
They called out Butch, which was cool. Then got a little promo from Instagram for Jordan Grace.
Women's wrestling outside of WWE. Legends and future Hall of Famers have held this, and now I carry it and its legacy proudly. So why an open challenge as part of WWE Week on USA? Well, the NXT Women's Division is stacked from top to bottom.
It's true, it is.
And the more formidable the opponents that I defeat, the more prestigious that this title becomes. So NXT, bring your best.
Your boy is.
Because I always bring mine.
But she said that while in the PC, by the way, with the NXT logo behind her. So Jordan Grace had a match. We'll talk about that later. Then we got the young OG, Evans against what's his face, Charlie Dempsey. This was fine. I don't love this format. I don't love the how do I say it? I just don't love these matches. The Heritage Cup. I don't love it. It's okay. It's fine for what it is. I just can't get behind it. It was solid. I just can't get behind those matches. The time periods and the rounds and all that stuff. But the match was cool. They did a good job. But yeah, I can't get into it. I just can't. Maybe that's just me. Maybe one day it'll happen. But for right now, it hasn't happened yet. Maybe eventually one day. But this is cool. Fun stuff. Did a good job. No complaints. I'm gonna give Tavion. Did I say Tavion? I'm gonna give Evans and Charlie Dempsey a good. It was good. Then we got this barbershop segment with Lexa King and Oro. Where is Charlie Dempsey good? Young OG good. Yeah, JPon was good. He was. I hate Lexa King gimmick. I find it endearing how much of a scumbag he is. I like him as a character. You got jumped by Oro in the barbershop here. You got another segment backstage with the women.
For you and everyone to get this opportunity. You guys really deserve it.
Yeah, you have that title, well, for now.
So cute. Everybody warming up. So who's gonna step up to the plate and challenge the juggernaut,
Wait.
Jordan Grace?
For all that complaining you do, tonight's your chance. I mean, who better to face Jordan than the self-proclaimed leaders of the locker room? So Vale, tell me who's stepping up.
You don't tell us what to do.
Right.
Who does she think she is?
That's what I thought. Because if you did, Fatal Influence would be making a fatal mistake.
I never liked you.
Yeah?
So we have a JC Jane, Lola Vice face off here. All the women are back here getting ready to potentially go after Dorian Grace. I thought JC Jane and Lola Vice did well here. It was fine. It was fine. I'll give JC Jane a fine. I'll give Lola Vice a fine as well. They did fine. Even Kalani Jordan. Where's Lola Vice? Where the hell is Lola Vice? Wait, I'm not even showing the screen. Where's Lola Vice? She is somewhere here. There it is. Jada Parker was out with the bat trying to look for these two. So here's the thing. Lola Vice in the parking lot. Fatal Influencer right there in the damn locker room. So what are you doing, Jada Parker? What are you doing? Jada could not find them, but they're already in the damn arena, just chilling. So Jada Parker, you get a fine as well. You did fine. Even though you completely missed Fatal Influence the entire time. Where's Jada Parker? Where is Jada Parker? I said, where is Jada? Didn't I just see it a second ago? There she is. Okay, it moved. It moved. Okay, it moved one side. Did I? Yeah, one side moved. One of the people she moved. All right, so she was fine. I mean, her promo was fine. She had the bat. He didn't find them, so it is what it is. Then we had a match between. No, we had the Heritage Cup match. We just talked about that one. That was fine. It was fine. Charlie Dempsey won. How did that match even end? I don't remember. I don't remember how that match ended. It was fine. It went to commercial. Had a commercial break in the middle of it. And then, how did it end? I just remember him pinning him. Was there any like shenanigans? Let's see. Oh yeah, Tavion Evans. Yeah, Tavion Heights. Tavion Evans. Tavion Heights came back from Japan. I was happy to see him. I thought he did it well. I liked the spot for him. It made it like a big deal. I'm gonna give him a good. His interference. I think he's gonna get pushed very fast here. I think he has a lot to offer the division. I think it's gonna be him being pushed hard here in a second. I like the introduction, the reintroduction of him coming back from Japan. I like that they called it out. They went to Japan. I don't know if they originally said he went to Japan the first time. Was that always the part of the storyline? I'm not convinced it was. I don't think they said he went to Japan when he first left. I don't think they said that on TV. Could be wrong though. I could be wrong though, but I don't think they said that first time. But yeah, Tavion Heights showed up and they stepped tall. I would put Tavion Heights good, Charlie Dempsey good. I think what's her face? I'm blanking on her name. Ren Sinclair. Thought she did fine. I'm gonna put her as fine. If I can find good old Ren Sinclair. You know what my problem is? She should be here. Is she here? I just can't see it. Am I blanking on Ren Sinclair? Where she is? No, I don't see her. Whoops. Yeah, I don't see Ren Sinclair. Or am I just blind? No, she's not in here. Right? Well, anyway, if she was in here, I'd put her as a fine. Jada and Lola might be a short-term partnership. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no Ren's in there. No Ren. Yeah, I'm curious. Is she even in I'm just curious. Is she in the She even in the NXT section of the photos? Oh wait, superstars. If she was, I should have saw her. I would have grabbed her. Let me see. Current NXT. Where's W's? Ren. She's not. We gotta fix that. Let me see if she's even in like the. I wonder if she's in the all superstars section. Just curious. It took a while to load up. Anyway, let's move on. So after that, we had another segment, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, we had the vignette. So Rosemary and Winnie Shu put out a very cool vignette, very dark, very awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. Very much what they do in TNA for Rosemary. So I compliment that. I thought it was well done. Rosemary definitely not in here. So I'm just gonna compare her. I'm gonna compare her Wendy Chu. Where's Wendy Chu? Is Wendy not in here either? There she is. She's there. I would give Wendy Chu the vignette was good. Her interruption in the match was what it was fine. I mean, I'm gonna put her fine for now. Maybe I'll change that later. But the vignette was good, but her interrupting in the match, I did not enjoy. I did not like her interrupting that match. I liked the match. I thought it was going to be a very good ending, but they decided they didn't want Solo to get pinned. Or Soul to get pinned, not Solo. Not Soul to get pinned. I did not enjoy the end of that match, but it was a good match. That was a good match. But they did not want Soul to get pinned, I guess, so. They've been setting up this whole, Winnie Chu like attacking her back to back. If you didn't watch TNA, Winnie Chu went black during her match. During Jordan Grace's match, it went black. When the lights came back on, the pillow in the ring, and Rosemary was laughing at the top of the stands. So clearly they're doing this Wendy and Rosemary double teaming on Jordan Grace. And they're also doing a Winnie Chu Rosemary against Lyra and Tatum thing as well. So Wendy Chu getting a lot of work here, a lot of stuff to do for Wendy. But I didn't love I love the ending of both those matches for Jordan Grace. Let her get an actual ending of a match here. And here's Ethan Page's promo.
To NXT.
Me.
Now, before Sarah here asks me about tonight's last man standing match, I'd personally like to ask everyone at home to take a good, hard look at the NXT champion. The same man that should be thanked for the era that we are all currently living in and will continue to live in after October 1st when we make our debut on the CW network in Chicago. And the man to thank for the era of ego, it's me. All ego, Ethan Page.
All right, last man standing match. Who are you?
Trick Williams.
I thought Ethan Page did a good job here. Seeing people are sleeping on Soul, Ruka. Because she's not getting pushed in the title picture, folks are kind of forgetting about her. But she has superstar over her. Like, she's gonna be a main roster star. Not like I'm sorry. She's gonna be a main roster superstar. She's gonna be pushed very, very heavily because she has size to her. Triple H likes the bigger girls, so when it's time to push her on the main roster, she's gonna get really pushed. That's why I think they're not rushing it. They don't really care about that, her NXT run. Cause I think, I would not be surprised if, similar to Bianca Belair, Sol Ruka never won a single title down there. I think they're may not have her win that because I don't think they think she needs it. She go right to main roster, get pushed very fast, heavily, just like Bianca, just like Tiffany pushed. I don't think she needs a NXT run, but I think when she hits the main roster, that's when she's gonna get a very fast, significant push because she has the look, the size, the talent. She's marketable out the wazoo, so I think she'll get pushed very quickly on the main roster with Triple H. I don't think she needs a NXT title run similar to Bianca. I don't think she does. Could she get it? Sure, but I don't think she needs it. Like, I would not be surprised she got called up next year. I would not be surprised. Yeah, next year might be a draft pick. Yep. I wouldn't surprise me one bit. Then she gets pushed hard. I would not be
Vic
surprised.
Booker, back to you.
Let's see what happened next. Then we had so Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were going back and forth on Twitter with Shawn Michaels to set up a CW showing. So we're going to have Bianca and Jade on the Chicago show as well. The Chicago show is going to be very, very stacked. You got Roxanne, Giulia, Trick getting his title back. You got Bianca and Jade now. You got Zachary Wentz against Wes Lee in a street fight. You got so much happening. Miz, CM Punk, Corey Jade might come back. You know, there's so much stuff happening on the show. They're packing it up. They really want CW to show. They really want them to see like, wow, look at what we're doing for you guys here. Putting on a great show. This is what you have in a partner here. We're gonna go all out for the first show. Crazy. They're not announcing anything for the second show, which makes me believe that whatever happens on the first show will bleed into the next show, because they're not really doing anything like yet in terms of plans. Like no matches. All the big matches are happening on the first show. Bianca, Jade, CM Punk, both title matches, all for the first show. So I'm guessing what will happen is we have all these big storylines happening on the first show, and that'll bleed into the next show. So I guess that's what's gonna happen. So we'll see though. Yeah, it's Randy. Yeah, this had Randy right now. So we'll see if they'll just have like the storylines bleed into the next one. Then we got Obafemi, and we got freaking Alexander. It was crazy how he showed up. Hammerstone. Some people thought it was gonna be Moose or Hammerstone. Turned out it was Hammerstone. Thought he had a good match with Obafemi. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the he's here right here. His head cropped off. Got king in the actual render here. Hammerstone did a good job. Obafemi was great. Also really good. We had a good match. No complaints. Both showed out. Good job. But now you have Hammerstone and Jacob too, both on NXT. And not too long ago, they're wrestling in MLW. Crazy. Hammerstone and Jacob on the same show. Was it a stinker? No, I thought it was fine. It wasn't a bad match. Obafemi looks big compared to Hammerstone. Like he looks big compared to Hammerstone, I think. Obafemi is like a specimen. He's a huge specimen. He's gonna get a very, very, very good push on the main roster when that happens. And I'm liking what we're getting from Oba. Then after that match, after tossing him around, got a promo from Tony D. No, they lost. So Tony D failed with a promo. He just got mad and walked off because he paid him for nothing. It's a waste of money.
Wants to make excuses, but we want to get our mitts on Gallows and Anderson. I mean, the Good Brothers are all.
You got Hank and Tank.
And the Hank and Tank train is coming through. And it sounds a little like.
Oh, wait, hold on. Look, I will talk to Ava. I'll take care of this for you. All right?
Honk, honk! They want to do the honk. Get him.
How y'all feel about Hank and Tank? Y'all like Hank and Tank?
You were nothing more to me than low-life scum. Your words against our university, your actions against Andre
This
Chase.
is Chase U cutting a promo on Ridge Holland.
Before I get my revenge on you, I need to speak to one man, and that one man is Andre Chase. Chase, I know you lay there uncomfortable in your hospital bed, but I need you sat up. I need your eyes glued to the TV, because I am about to give Ridge Holland one hell of an Andre Chase University size ass whooping!
That didn't happen. He did not give him an ass whooping. He got himself destroyed by Ridge Holland. So they're going to this whole Ridge Holland is like dominating KCU. I'm guessing eventually Andrew Chase will have to come out of his hospital bed and take down Ridge Holland himself. I guess that's where this is going. Andrew Chase beating Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland I thought did fine. Oh, well, good. I thought he did good stuff. Good heel work. I wanted freaking Thea Hale to kick him in the balls, do something. If you're watching this man beat up your friends every week, you can't hit the man, I guess, but do something. I think a good ball shot would have took him down for a little bit. But she's standing there watching him destroy her friends every week. Eventually, she wants to get involved here. Liv would have jumped on his back. Other superstars would jump on his back. Do something. See what he does. But yeah, a good shot in the balls would have taken down Ridge Holland for a little bit. You can't keep watching every week Ridge Holland beat up her friends. She gotta do something. What that is, I don't know, but she gotta do something. Do something, Thea. Do something. Chase U splits. Where your Chase U spirit? Oh, my spirit. She needs to kick him in the balls. Do something, because Ridge Holland is having his way. He's having his way every damn week. She's standing there crying. At some point, you gotta do something. Thea is somebody that I like a lot as a talent. I think they like her a lot as well. But she's not getting that pushy just yet. So because of that, come across like she's just like the Chase U sidekick girl. But I think eventually she's gonna get that push. And we'll see how far it goes. But I think she has a chance to be the face of NXT for a while, for the women's division down the road. Then we had my girl Ren Sinclair cutting a promo. Good for Ren.
Let's get it. That's right. Let's go.
Knockout's title or your title? Which one should I go for first? Connie, have you ever thought about doing one of these open challenges?
It's a good idea. But unfortunately, Ren, I'm not holding an open challenge tonight. So maybe you should focus on the girl that is.
Ren QCC.
Bueno, bye, Kalani. See you
Bye, girl.
later.
Remember, you're a cage fighter. You got this.
Y'all seen Fatal Influence in here? Nah. They dipped after I called them out. But listen, I've got a big problem with them. And clearly you do too.
Baby, right now I'm not looking for help. I am looking for them.
Well, after last week, it obviously looked like you needed some.
I'm gonna deal with you later.
Somebody needs to humble those Fatal Influence girls. And you and Jada are the perfect ones to do it.
But you heard her, right?
I did.
It's interesting what's happening with Lola Vice's babyface run. So clearly Jada Parker is trying to find Fatal Influence and failing. Lola Vice tried to help her a little bit there, but she's like, no, I don't need your help. Jada Parker is a solo chick. I understand that character they're doing. Makes sense for her character. She wants to do things by herself. She's a solo act. Cool. Eventually, at some point, Jada Parker and Lola Vice will come together, team up against Fatal Influence. We'll see how that goes. But Klein Jordan is trying to get Lola Vice and her together. We'll see if that actually happens. But Jada Parker likes to roll solo. It fits her personality, so I understand that. Lola Vice is better as a heel, I think. But I understand them trying her as a face to give her different opportunities, give her a different chance. I get that. So I don't hate that. I thought Lola Vice was fine. Yeah, she's fine. She's there. Jada Parker's fine. So yeah, no complaints there. Then they showed CM Punk has some type of like idea. We don't know what's going to happen. He says he has an idea for, after seeing Giulia wrestle, he has an idea, but we don't know what it's about. I wouldn't know what she's talking about. He said he has an idea, but I don't know what. We don't know what it is. We can only speculate. I saw some folks say he wants to be the special guest referee. Why would he want to do that? He's unbiased. He's biased towards Roxanne. So why would you have him be the special guest referee? We don't know what he wants. He says, impressive debut. If I have an idea, going to call you to run it by you. I don't know what that could possibly be. If I'm Giulia, I want him to stay out of it. Keep out of my business. I do not trust CM Punk whatsoever. If I was Giulia. Yeah, I don't know what this is about. What are your thoughts? What do you think CM Punk wants? And does it have to do with Giulia and that match? Punk gonna screw Giulia. He'll be a heel. That'd be crazy. When is Bad Blood? When is Bad Blood? Relative to CW show, when is Bad Blood? Right before. They're gonna have literally the week, not even a week, a few days before Bad Blood is the CW show. So you're gonna have this blood feud with Drew McIntyre. Oh my God, is Drew gonna show up? Is Drew McIntyre gonna show up? Because the show is on the 1st, and he faces him on the 5th. So he shows up at the CW show, which he will. Are they going to ignore the Drew stuff completely that night? You're going to be on Raw, go to CW show, and then go to Bad Blood. Is Drew McIntyre going to play a hand at all? I think about that just now. Interesting. Raw, CW show, Bad Blood. Will the CW show tie into that storyline with Drew at all? I don't know. I just thought about that. I don't know. I have no idea. But that happened. Then after that, we had what else happened in NXT? Rich Holland match. So he comes down there, beats the hell out of what's his face? I'm blanking on his name. I know I'm blanking on a superstar's name from NXT, from Chase U. What's his name? Guy who Rich Holland faced in the match? Rich Holland had no mercy for him. No mercy. Let me see. Oh yeah, Duke Hudson. Jeez, yeah, Duke Hudson. Blanking. Last time Punk and Roxanne interacted in character, yeah, she called him. Well, yeah, she did. I remember that. So technically, coming from like a older dad perspective, and he called him washed up. Yeah, I remember that. I don't think it's smart to do a CM Punk special guest referee. I don't know why you would do that. Why did you want to be the special guest referee? Like, why? What tie did you have to Giulia or Roxanne that's strong enough to justify being the special guest referee? It doesn't make any sense. I think you keep CM Punk out of it. Oh, I would do. He does have unfinished business with Seth, but first you had to do with Drew, and then you want Gunther after that. We'll see where Seth comes in play. But I'm curious to know what CM Punk wants to do at the CW show that involves Giulia. But we'll see. Maybe it doesn't involve Giulia, and he just put in the same message, like, greater debut. Oh, by the way, I got something I have planned. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'll go through this and go back to the tier ranking in a second. So then he beats up Duke Hudson, put him to the table, and Lizzie Hale. Thea Hale did nothing about it. He destroyed the barricade as well. Good spot for Rich Holland. Then we had this moment backstage. After the match, after Thea Hale was crying, got a backstage moment. So I said on Twitter that wouldn't it be crazy if Jordan Grace and Giulia had a backstage moment? No, that's not going to happen. LOL. And sure enough, they did put Giulia and Jordan Grace in the same shot backstage. This is a match that will happen down the road. So they'll never face each other. Jordan Grace been all around everywhere. She never faced Giulia in any capacity, as far as I know. But did they give us this visual? They gave it to us. So yeah, we'll see when this ever happens. Where do you think disappear to? Okay. Okay, let's fix it. That was weird. Yeah, I would not be surprised one bit we got this match at some point down the road. Giulia is such a goddamn star. My goodness. My goodness. This looks like no matter where she is, no matter what shot she's in, she has that face. Face that just grab your attention. There's nothing you can do about it. Just star power out the wazoo. But this is going to happen eventually. But who knows when? Who knows when? Oh yeah, that's done. She's going to WWE for sure. That's happening. It's not a question of if. It's a question of when. But yeah, that match happened. I thought that Jordynne Grace might go straight to main roster because she's wrestling a lot of TNA talent now. So why even bother? She's wrestling so much TNA talent at the stands. She's basically her TNA run or her NXT run. Did I say TNA? She's wrestling so much NXT talent. This is basically her NXT run. So now she's go right to main roster at the Rumble. That's what I would do. She debuts in Rumble. She stays on Raw. Get the Jordynne Grace match down the line. That's what I would do. Yeah, English is solid. Solid stuff. But I knew that already. The folks who are familiar with her knew that her English sounds good. Then Pete Dunne's in here talking to himself. What's going on here?
Well, look at my face. This is the face of a man who's been figuring it out his whole life. Last night I took on 3 geezers, flew all night long, rocked up here, ready for a scrap. And you can hide behind your diss tracks and you can hide behind those people out there that you think have your back. But when I walk out of here, head held high, and they pull you out of here on a stretcher, you can lay there and you can just think to yourself that no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't figure it out. And then watch me. I go on to Chicago, I beat Ethan Page and become NXT champion. Because I'm not just the last man standing tonight.
You're Butch. So Murphy is saying on Twitter that Giulia's segment will be with CM Punk. It might be. But that wasn't confirmed, right? That wasn't confirmed? That'd be with CM Punk, that'd be with Giulia?
Well,
Yeah,
I will
that was a
look
hell of
forward
a
to
match.
seeing you next week. And let me know if you need anything.
Hey.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, bye.
So, who was that?
CM Punk, he's coming to NXT next week.
Whoa, I thought he wasn't coming till Chicago.
I mean, obviously he'll be there, but he said he has something very special in mind for Chicago, and he wants to announce it on NXT next week.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I don't know if you heard that, Booker, but look at this. CM Punk is going to
We can only speculate what it will be. Will you have a segment with Jordynne Grace? Not Jordynne Grace, but will we have a segment with the Giulia? Maybe I think so, but we don't know. I can see him having some type of interaction with Roxanne and Giulia next week, so we have reason to tune in. CM Punk showing up next week to talk to the fans about something he hasn't planned. I don't know. I just feel like Cora Jade's coming. I think I'm getting the sense that Cora's coming up. I just have a sense. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but just don't be surprised if Cora Jade shows up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. So Pete Dunne had a promo. That was fine. Jordynne Grace had her match with Soruka, which was a good match. And I hated the ending. But it is what it is. Good match, a lot of good spots. I love the segment between Lyra and Tatum. I love that segment. I think Lyra shines in these segments. Not only does she come out very endearing, but she just comes out very real and natural in these segments with Tatum. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Like, I have no complaints with these segments at all. So natural, so endearing, so likable. Like, these segments made me want to root for Lyra to win stuff. That's how well she comes across in these segments. Really, really well done.
Love it here. Let me show you everybody. We have Roxanne Perez, our champion. Here. Oh, and then Becky. I know you like Becky here. And then Shayna. I'm mad at Shayna right now because of what she did to you last week on Raw, and you were just helping a
Wow,
friend. It's
Tatum, you've
ridiculous
got
that she doesn't
so
get that.
many
I get that.
cute little coping mechanisms, but
She calls her dolls cute little coping mechanisms. I love that. So this is a very good segment all around. It really
we
is.
really need to focus on the real life Rosemary and Wendy, okay? Because they are out of control.
They are not my friend.
No.
Did you see what they did to Jordan Grace?
Yes.
I mean, I thought Wendy and I could be friends because we're both outcasts, but she was literally just using me for the title. I mean, can you believe that?
Imagine that.
I love that he acknowledged that. So one thing I hate about storytelling sometimes when the writers don't acknowledge the obvious and they don't own up to what's going on. Like they don't like call out the nonsense. So Tatum turned on Lyra. Okay. Last time we saw them together before she turned on her, they've acknowledged it back-to-back weeks. She says, can you believe she's using her for the title? Like imagine that. That's what you did to me, right? I love that acknowledging that. Yes. We're aware she screwed her over, but we're telling you we're aware of it. We know, and it's good. I like that. Acknowledge what you've done. Acknowledge that it doesn't make sense, and I'm good with it. Okay, Lyra is forgiving her, despite her turn, despite her using her to get the title. That's what Tatum wanted. She wanted the title, so they're just putting that aside, but acknowledging it. Yes, we know what happened. She did. I like that. Very good. Is she too forgiving? Sure, but maybe, but it shows that she's a pure, kind person, which is endearing. But I like that acknowledging it. I love that they acknowledge that, yes, you tried to get the title. I remember what you did. Yeah, imagine that. Good stuff. Good writing. Very good writing. Acknowledge the stupid. Don't insult my intelligence. Call it out. Just call it out. Acknowledge, yeah, we know. Don't act like it didn't happen. That's annoying. Pretend like it didn't happen. But acknowledging it, it's cool. I can deal with that. Okay, cool. You're aware. Most of the time, the audience just want to know that you are aware. As a writer, you're aware. Yes, we're aware. We know. We're fine. Okay, I'm not crazy. That's 50% of the battle. Just let the audience know that you're aware. That's all you have to do, really. But it's a very good segment.
I'll love it here. Let me show you everybody on Raw, and you were just helping a
Wow,
friend. It's
Tatum, you've
ridiculous
got
that Yeah, I mean, I thought Wendy and I could be friends because we're both outcasts, but she was literally just using me for the title. I mean, can you believe that?
Imagine that.
Lyra's facial expressions are great as well.
Everything's falling apart.
No, Tatum, nothing's falling apart. Look, everything is perfect as long as we are together, okay? We do what we need to do and show those weirdos that there is nothing stopping
Those
us when
weirdos.
we're on the same team.
Right, my sweet dove, Tyra, forever. Next week, we're gonna show Wendy and Rosemary just what happens when you don't play with me.
Oh, give me that. So if you just put this
Julia.
So he helps her put it back because she took the head off by accident, and then she's like, "Oh, give it to me. I'll put it together." Good segment. Very good segment. I liked it a lot. Good stuff. Giulia did her headbutt. She did, but it was a safe one. It was a Rhea style headbutt. So she aimed for the shoulder. So what Giulia does in NXT is she does the headbutt head to head. Not NXT, in Marigold in Japan, she would do the headbutt head to head, and sometimes it would not go well, and she'll cut a person up like she did with freaking Chia Key. So she headbutted Chia Key right dead in her forehead, split her open. And I got mad about that. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. And then Marigold account blocked me. Okay, so I got blocked because I said, don't be headbutting people. Crazy, right? But since then, she either headbutts her hands, right? She put her hands on the person's hair and headbutt the hands. Or in this case, what she did was she aimed for the shoulder and she headbutted here, which is what Rhea Ripley does. Still looks good. Still looks fine. And there's no concussion. And I like for the talent not to get concussions, okay? So I have this whole weird thing online where, like, there's Joshi stands, Wrestle purists, that love when these athletes headbutt each other. It's, oh yeah, great, shoot headbutts. No, it's not great. It's not safe. It's not cool. I don't enjoy hearing somebody's skull crack somebody else's skull. Okay, I don't need to see that. I don't need that in my wrestling. I don't need it. I get it, they do it over there. I get it's customary over there, but it's not necessary. I don't need to hear the thud of skull on skull. I don't need to hear that skull. I don't need to hear that thud. I hate that sound. Now, I love Suri. She does it all the time. She does those headbutts all the time. Still love her. Still think she's great. Still one of my favorites. But I just don't like that. I don't like those headbutts. And the headbutt she did here in NXT, it looked good, but also safe because she aimed for here. She aimed for the shoulder. Same thing Rhea does. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's like, yeah, Drew, same thing. Drew does it. Rhea does it. You aim for the shoulder blade and not the freaking skull. Because what happens is you make a mistake and end up like Shia Key with that damn freaking scar on her forehead. It's not necessary. Not. Let me see if I can find that. It's really not necessary. This is Giulia in Marigold. Wham! And I'm sure she didn't intend to do this. But when doing shoot headbutts like this, bam! And you see the blood start coming down. Instantly, she cut her open. It was not her intention, of course, but look at the blood on the ground here. Can't even see it because of the angle. Yeah, you see the blood spot on the ground there. Like, she's ripping and crazy on the blood. Look at this on the ground. Look at all that blood. It's not necessary. It's not. It just isn't. You can get your headbutts off in a way that looks reasonable. That's not that dangerous. That got me blocked, by the way. Complaining about that got me blocked by the Marigold account. I didn't even tweet the Marigold account. I don't know how they saw it, my complaint. I don't know what they saw. I didn't tweet at them, but they got me blocked. By the official account. The English account I still follow. I'm not blocked by that one. So I still get updates. But yeah, it was bad. Like, it's... I mean, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It just isn't. I got blocked as a comment, yes. That kind of thing is unnecessary. And considering that folks have like really gotten hurt, like significantly hurt by stuff like this, I don't know why it's necessary or why it's even done. It's not going to stop. They're going to keep doing it. The other day, Suri had a really, really loud headbutt. Like, it was a thud. Even the crowd was like, oh my God, that sound. That thudding sound. Yeah, I got blocked for that comment. This is not necessary. It really isn't. It really isn't necessary. But anyway, I digress. My thoughts on headbutts are clear. My thoughts on headbutts are clear. This one we had the segment between Giulia and Roxanne. I already played that segment. Good promo work from Giulia. Sounded good with her English. Roxanne is insecure.
For our newest superstar, since you've been giving her everything that she wants. Straight to a women's title match on the CW launch show. Look, Giulia, I don't care what you did in Japan.
Now, that's an interesting point she made. Straight away, CW title match. She called it out. Come from Japan, right away get a title shot. That may be part of the storyline where they say, okay, she's right. Right away. So let's give her some adversity. She comes back and she beats her at Halloween Havoc instead. It works fine. It's the same month.
I don't care what you want, what Ava wants, or what Sean wants for that matter. You're not gonna come in here and take over my division.
ていうか、彼女が言うには。大丈夫。I got it.
Go to Stephanie, by the way.
Roxanne, you're scared. And you should be.
I'm not scared of you. Okay, we're not gonna do this here. We're gonna save it for Chicago.
She is. She's very insecure. Not only is Giulia a good fit for Halloween Havoc, her music, but Stephanie Vaquer. When Stephanie shows up with those damn horns on her head, that aesthetic, that vibe fits Halloween Havoc for sure. And that's where I would have Stephanie make her debut. Well, maybe you can have her show up at one of the CW shows, but her like big time first big show match, I would do Kalani Jordan against her. That's what I would do. You notice right now don't really have anybody gunning for Kalani really beyond maybe like Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, but they may be saving Kalani Jordan for a loss to Stephanie Vaquer, which is no shame in that. Stephanie's, I keep saying it. I said it before. I said it again. Stephanie Vaquer is going to walk into NXT the best in the ring there. He's the best in the ring in NXT. She'll be one of the best in the entire company. It's Bianca, Io, Stephanie. Those are the top. I'll probably put Stephanie above Bianca even. So like she's that good. She's going to walk into WWE one of the best. So yeah, put a belt on her. Duh. Put a belt on Stephanie. If not the top belt, then the secondary belt. It makes too much sense.
Hey, Dion Lennox, right?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
This is Brett Jensen stuff. So weird.
Well, I mean, Spears is telling you stuff that's not actually.
I didn't know that you two were friends. We're not. Huh.
Look, just remember what I told you, bro. All right?
Can't remember this dude's name.
What was that all about? Well, I got Dion telling me I'm being
Dion.
gaslighted by you.
So this storyline happening between Jetson and I'm gonna blank on these people's name. Shows you how much I care about these people that I'm blanking on the names all the time. It's a ongoing storyline between these dudes. I'm not loving it. I don't really care about Britt Jensen. Not Britt. Brooks Jensen. Can't get his name right. I only care about Brooks Jensen or I'm like terrible with names today. I'm blanking on names. Or Sean Spears. Stephanie debuts on the October 18th show. That could work well. I have no problem with that. Sure. She shows up again, October, Halloween Havoc, same month, not very long. She shows up on the second show, gets a match maybe, or gets a highlight, presentation, and then she shows up at Halloween Havoc. Yeah, Brooke Jensen and Sean Spears, I don't care about that storyline at all. Yeah, it's weird. I don't want to say it's bad. It may be bad. We'll see what happens when I finish off my tier rankings.
Wow. Another guy around here trying to tell you what to think instead of letting you make decisions for yourself. Brooks, I asked you last week, man. I have to ask you again. What do you believe? 'Cause that's the only opinion that matters. I get it, man. Trust me, I do. Okay? And the difference between me and everybody else around here is I'm going to allow you to make decisions for yourself.
Okay, Sean, enough of that. Really, then we had Adonis trying to spit game on these women
over here
again.
Playing with me, acting like he's not interested in y'all. Man, I can't believe this.
Man, don't get hot at me. Nobody played you. I told you the truth. You just got a one-track mind.
Pause. Rewind. Save it, Eddie. I see right through you.
Eddie Thorne.
Don't worry about him.
Booker, I hate to repeat myself, but truly
Interesting,
all
I guess.
eyes on this brand. Tyrese Halliburton, an Olympic gold medalist, guard for the Indiana Pacers.
Wait, I didn't see this. Tyrese Halliburton saying what? Fraction versus Street Profits, Bloodlines pulled up, and Giulia in the ring debut, NXT on fire. I need to pull up. What about next week? We'd love to have you. So Tyrese Halliburton, NBA player, gonna pop up on NXT. I didn't even see this. I didn't see this last night, so this is news to me. Tyrese Halliburton, WWE fan who is a Pacer, is going to be on NXT next week. Yeah, Adonis is loving the ladies, but not getting any game whatsoever. Yeah, but Tyrese Halliburton, fine, whatever. Show up next week. That's cool. I don't really care, but that's cool, I guess. We have CM Punk and Tyrese Halliburton. Sorry. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see if that's anything to care about. Got Lola Vice against JC Jane next week. So we'll see. So here's the storyline there, right? We're gonna get Lola Vice against JC Jane. Jada Parker might come out there. 3-on-1 out the situation. She'll probably lose to JC Jane. Then she'll get jumped. Maybe Jada Parker comes out there. And then get the partnership between Lola Vice and Jada Parker starting up. That could work. So we'll see what happens next week if Jada Parker and Lola Vice start working together. I think that's where that's headed. Also have the tag team match between Winnie Chu and Lyra Valkyria. Oh, well, Lyra and Tatum against Wendy and Rosemary. I think Lyra and Tatum will win that. Maybe if they win that tag match, we'll get Bianca and Jade against Lyra and Tatum. Now, if they do that, Tatum is over with the NXT talent or the NXT roster. With the NXT fans, Tatum is over. So don't be surprised if Tatum gets a lot of cheers in that match when they face Bianca and Jade, if that happens. If they do Lyra and Tatum against Bianca and Jade, we'll get a lot of Tatum chants. Tatum is over. Tatum is very over in that damn company. Or in that brand. Or they could do Lash and Jakara, but we have to heat them up because they're not really doing anything right now. Next week we have a tag match. The tag match is does have Lyra and Tatum. So if they win that, that's a tag team that may have a little run there. So we'll see. Then we got the last man standing match, was very good. Again, this had to happen. Here's another point. We're talking about how Giulia might lose the first match and then win at Halloween Havoc. Well, remember what happened with Trick Williams. Trick Williams is the face of the company, or face of the brand, right? NXT. What happened? Lost the title, and then lost to Butch. Now he built himself back up. He beats Butch in the last man standing match. Now he wins the title back from Ethan Page. So there was a storyline where Trick Williams takes a fall, raises himself back up, gets back to that spot, and beats Ethan Page now. And now he's the face again with the championship. So ultimately, you can be the face. Like somebody said on Twitter that, how can she lose if she's probably the face? You can be the face and lose. If you tell the audience, look, she's the champ, she should be champion, she got screwed. Now you get behind her, you have a storyline, she conquers, ultimately, wins the big match at Havoc, and then you have a story for Giulia, where she overcome. This is simple storytelling stuff. She's the face no matter what. Whether she loses, she's the face. She's a new face of the company, of NXT. So, I'm not worried about that at all. Very good main event. Ethan Page goes out there to try to screw Trick Williams. It doesn't work. Trick Williams stands tall. Ethan Page goes through the table. Good. Very good stacked show of NXT. Got no real complaints. Okay, let's get this thing done here. Let's see. If you were on screen but you didn't say anything, you're in catering, okay? Catering. She did a fine job with the commentary, with the announcing. So it was good. Rizzo was on TV, but didn't do anything. That'd do fine, I guess. Well, no, she's on screen, didn't talk. That's catering. If you're on screen but you don't talk, you might well be in catering. Catering. Fallon Healy talked, but she didn't do anything. That's fine. She was fine. Corday is injured. Catering. Tatum did well. Good. Lyra did great. Is she even in here? No, Grace was good. Sean Spears. I don't care about the storyline, but did he really do bad? No. He was fine, I guess. Catering. Injured. Catering. Catering. Danny Palmer was there. She broke up the fight, but she knew anything. So catering. Fine for Lexa King. Fine for TV Turner. Injured. Catering. Let's see. Catering, I guess, for this person. Ava was fine. Booker T was fine. I put the Tonga brothers as good. Came in well. Good presentation. Gigi's injured. Did I skip something? I skipped the I sure did. Where's the damn Wesley? Oh well. Wesley came out there and got the mic and challenged Zachary Wentz to a street fight. So I'll give Wesley a good for that segment. That was good. Thorne, fine. Cara, fine. She talked a little bit. It was fine. Not much, but it was fine. Let's see. Roxanne was fine. Issue injured. Catering. I didn't catering. Thea Hale was fine. I'm getting tired of her like crying stuff. Do something next time. Do something. Oro. Fine. Last Legend fine. Rob Stone fine. This Hammerstone? No, that's not Hammerstone. Hammerstone's up here. I can't remember if he was on TV or not. I think he was. For No Quarter Crash Crew, fine. He was on TV, but I don't think he said anything. So catering. He's injured, right? A lot of folks just in the background with nothing to do. We just had another category for like background characters. Why Trick catering? What are you talking about? Trick is right. Oh, did I put him? It must have been an accident. Trick was good. Great. I've been great. Star performance that night. Did a good job. Thank you. I didn't see that. Who else is in catering? Like, all these people either injured or in catering. Did a good job. Good commentary. So I think Core Day returns very soon. Everybody else can say. Where's Hank and Tank? Are they in here? Britt Denson, may I give him a bad. He was fine, but I don't like the segment. I mean, if I'm putting him in, I'm putting him in Mark Spears in bad. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. My first bad for the tiers ever. Let's see who else. I think injured. I think injury angle. Injured. Line's still injured. She's still injured. Where is Hank and Tank? Whatever the name is. I'll have to blank on the NXT folk names. This is one of the Hank and Tank dudes, right? This is not him. This is not one of him. This is not one of those dudes. Who's the guy? Who's this guy? I don't know, quick. There's Tank. My bad. My bad, Tank. That is you. No, I accidentally deleted it. No. I accidentally deleted my No, I didn't. Here it is. I'm gonna delete. I thought I deleted it for a second. He's gonna go into fine. I'm blanking on these people's faces, unfortunately. The other guy. Am I like Mark Coffey? Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he was on the show. And that I think is. Was she on the show? I don't remember. Who cares? There it is. Here's the final thing, basically. So Giulia, I thought, was a star. Good opening performance. Good debut in the ring. Did her thing. Looked amazing. Handled her promo section. Good stuff from her. Rick Williams, good. Nathan Frazier, Street Profits, action were great. Everything else was good. Tatum was good. Where's Lyra? I gotta add Lyra. I thought Lyra was great. Let me see if I can find Lyra. And Chelsea Green while I'm at it. Where is Lyra Valkyria? I thought she did a hell of a job. Not in here. What is going on? Yeah, let's go get. What, Chelsea Green's right there. Here's Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green I thought was great. 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 Lyra Valkyria, is she in here? Use files with Lyra. Is she in here? Here she is. She is. So Lyra did great. In that segment with Tatum. Character work, her facial expressions, awesome. All right, so here it is. No, in no particular order, stars are Giulia, Trick Williams, Chelsea Green, Lyra, Fraxium, and Street Profits. Goods were these folk. The only bad was Brent Jensen and Sean Spears. I don't like that segment at all. I don't like their storylines. I'm not enjoying that. That's where that belongs. Is there anybody else that needs to go down to bed? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's it. Nothing else I can remember was bad. That's it, folks. That is it. That's the list. Any complaints? I think it's perfect. The perfect list. Perfect. I won't take any lip from anybody. I'm joking. You let me know if you think it's bad. But I think it is perfect. With Giulia on the roster, Stephanie coming in, I fear for Nikita Lyons might get cut. I get no joy out of saying that whatsoever. No joy. But Nikita Lyons, if she got released, I would not be surprised. Not surprised one bit she got released. Cora has the CM Punk and the brass behind her. They like her. They're going to support her. They're fans of her more so than than Lyons. I think Nikita Lyons is in jeopardy. Cora is going to be fine. She has too much support in that company to not get pushed, to not get opportunities on the mic. Cora will be fine. Nikita Lyons, I'm worried about her. Might get cut. I would not be surprised one bit. Not one bit if she got cut. I say that with no enjoyment, I get no glee whatsoever. But Nikita Lyons might get cut. Anything else? We wrap it up. Again, this is the tier list. Good list, good show. Congratulations to Shawn Michaels and everybody involved. I am impressed. I am truly impressed by NXT. And next week should be a banger. Friday SmackDown should be a season premiere as well, so they probably pull out all the stops again. Solo Sikoa getting kicked out. It's over for Solo Sikoa. He's gonna be gone out of the bloodline. It's gonna be Jacobs running it. Jacob's gonna be running it going forward. Sorry, Solo. Gotta come back as a babyface later on. That's what I would do. All right, folks, that's it for the stream. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think was the best of the show? What would you do with Giulia? Again, in my opinion, I would have Giulia lose to Roxanne via Cora Jade's interference, give her an actual storyline, which had to overcome with some adversity, and ultimately have a main event in the PLE with no distractions or no commercial breaks, and have a big time 5-star match with Roxanne Perez put on a show. That's what I would do, and let her leave Halloween Havoc main event with the damn championship high in the sky. That's what I would do. Or you can have it. It'd be fine for her to win that CW show. No, it'll be commercials. It'll be right before Trick Williams. She wins. That's that. Then maybe you have a storyline later on with someone else, like whatever. But for me, story guy, storylines. That's what pro wrestling's about. Pro wrestling is about storytelling. You have her lose to Roxanne the first time instead of sweeping in all that Joshi energy. Instead of swooping in for the win, you have her lose first. That's what I would do. But I'm fine with the way. All right, guys. Later. Appreciate you. Talk to you later.